that members are not treated as mere electioneering fodder. And simple list.
Well, this really is the challenge. Look, if you're an MEP, you're spending, and actually, Jared's a great guy, but he spends a lot of time in Brussels and Strasbourg, he has to. You therefore have less time available for dealing with the party members in this country. I want to be the leader in this country. I promise over 90% in the UK, probably over half in London. We need that London office. We need that London office to be writing letters to branch chairman, producing things like this, producing pamphlets. That's what I want to do. That's why you should vote for me.
Yeah, that was quick again, real quick. Listen, by electing me as your leader, I'll bring in different sections of the media. You saw Ed Miliband's escalation in the Labour Party. Wait till you see what Winston McKenzie does for the party. I'll bring in different members, more people, more interest from the media, radio, television, news. These are the very things that I'm promising the UKIP party today. And it's this is a section of the community that must be able to address themselves. Thank you.
I'm sorry if the Croydon branch feel like that, and I don't know the workings of the London region, but I'm sorry if they feel like that. There should be plenty of time for MEPs or party officials to get round and visit branches. I've tried to do it, ever since 1999 when I was first elected to the European Parliament. I hope with some degree of success. But I do just wonder sometimes about how we operate as a party. Often we say, well, the branch meetings are not as well attended as perhaps they should be. We forget, a lot of the people who join the party don't need to come to lots of political meetings. They've been already and they agree. What we should do is we should develop the social side, that people will be happier to come to a wine and cheese evening, or whatever else it may be. So my pledge to you, if I'm elected leader, is there'll be a lot more socialising in UKIP if I'm elected.
There already is.
Well, I can see.
I was going to say, Kathleen, you're right. Communication is absolutely vital. I've been in communications my whole career. It's not easy, and you do need resources. But we do need to improve our communications, tell our members better what's going on. Sometimes they're learning more from blogs and other nasty websites than they are actually from our own party. That needs to be addressed. I would say to Tim bangs on about MEPs leading the party. Well, I would pledge that 25% of my time is all I'm going to spend in Brussels and Strasbourg. 75%, three-quarters, will be in the UK. I have a UK-based team. And I would say, Tim, sorry, but I made every single one of my hustings in the general election. You missed the vital one on education because you were away on business. Yes, you did. Look, this is Gloucestershire. I'm sorry, MEPs can actually make themselves available, to go to hustings, to go to branches and actually communicate.
15 seconds to respond.
This is disgraceful. I had a long-standing business commitment. I couldn't stand down from that. I was talking at that commitment to about 2,000 very senior people in the bank industry. You don't know what you're talking about.
Obviously, that's so you've answered the question already. So, two more questions. I'm afraid we really don't have time for much more. I would just say to people that the previous hustings is available online on the party website from Tiverton. There are one or two questions that we perhaps don't have time to go through today, which have already been asked and answered in Tiverton. So I would recommend that you have a look at that online and view that as well, as there's substantially more information there to add to what you've heard today. So the next question is a very straightforward one, hopefully perhaps a yes or no question for candidates. Does the panel believe that we should invite back members into the party who participated in the UK First Party? And that question was put by Stuart Agnew, MEP. So Winston McKenzie first.
Well, as I said, we're down on the floor. some approximately 16,000 members of maybe 8 or 9,000 people will vote. More people we can get involved in this party, the better for us. And that means reaching out to everybody. Let bygones be bygones, put aside all the infighting, and let's reach out. Let's get ourselves together and lift up, rise up, and make other people know that we exist and we're the party you need to be frightened of. Thank you.
One of the things that blighted my time as leader of this party were people inside the party, in some cases on the NEC, who were clearly campaigning for different agendas. It became pretty clear what those agendas were when the slightly mad Buster Mottram turned up to an NEC meeting and proposed a deal with the BNP. We're rid of those people. Many of them went off to form UK First and to field candidates against us. We never want any single one of them back in the party, ever. Please, let's have some discipline.
I fully support what Nigel says. I too was there when Buster Mottram made this bizarre offer. It's quite bizarre. You don't normally get the police turning up at NEC meetings, but there you go. But Nigel's absolutely right. You know, these people have betrayed this party. They've stood against us. They've cost us votes. They confuse the electorate, and we could have done a lot better in certain areas. That is totally unacceptable. No way.
We want to maximise the membership. I want everybody who wants Britain out of the European Union to be a member of this party. We need to raise the membership not just by a few thousand, up to 26,000, which was the peak in late 2004. We need hundreds of thousands of members. Can I just say that if I'm leader, I'm not going to spend my time checking every single new member coming in. I found that an astonishing waste of leaders' time. I get that has happened in the last year or two. That's not for me. No way.
And the final question that we've got time for today is from Rosalind Pell from the Isle of Wight. To all of the candidates, would you change any of the organisational reforms started by Lord Pearson, or would you continue to expand or improve on them? And I think that's Nigel's question.
I mean, Lord Pearson, just a quick word about Lord Pearson. He made some mistakes politically in the campaign, but he's a very, very fine man, very dedicated to this cause, and he worked damn hard for UKIP at the time when he was leader. So let's just say thank you to Lord Pearson for all that he did for us. I am utterly determined that under